What's going on, people? I am back with another video, and I want to show you how to set Pro Tools up to record, in my opinion, the most efficient way to set up to record and get started on Pro Tools. Obviously, I know a lot of people don't use Pro Tools. It's quite a niche thing in the UK music scene just because of how much it costs, I guess, and how hard it is to crack. But if you do use Pro Tools, this is a great way to start your sessions, and in my opinion, it's the best way to record. So let's get started. We're gonna click this tick here to make sure we're not creating from a template. We want a blank track, and we're gonna call this let's just call this blah 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 for now. And create. Now this mic is in the way of my keyboard a little bit. All right, so we've got a blank page here, nothing going on, and the first thing we want to do is go up here, track, new. We want, let's say, we want to say 9 mono audio tracks, and let's give it 9 stereo aux tracks as well. Yeah, let's do that. So you press the plus. I don't know if I said anything, but if you press the plus, you get to choose more. Let's just take that away. So we're going to do 9 mono audio tracks and 9 stereo auxiliary inputs. Create. Bam. There you go. So let's just shrink this down a little bit. Cool. So our first track is going to be where we're going to be recording on. So we'll call this our rec track. So this is going to be separate from everything. This is where we're going to be recording our vocals and dragging it down to our different tracks. And these first 4 are going to be our lead vocals. So if we just type in lead vocal 1, next, lead vocal 2, and in fact I'm going to copy and paste lead vocal 3 and lead vocal 4. Bam. And we're going to color these. Let's make them yellow. Bam. Cool. I'm going to stop saying bam now. Exactly what the fuck is that about? All right, so these are going to be our backing vocals. So let's type in BG vocals 1, copy it, vocals 2, vocals 3, and vocals 4. Yeah. Let's color these. What color should we make these? Let's make these green. All right, so we've got 4 lead vocals and 4 backing vocals. Next, we're going to deal with our auxiliaries. So basically, once you record onto this track, so say if we record something on here, we want to start dragging these down to our lead vocals, right? So I don't know if you've ever recorded before, you know, sometimes the artist might say, cool, I want to carry on from there. Sometimes it overlaps a little bit. So it's best to do it like, you know, if it's overlapping like that, it's best to have all of these 4 tracks going to one auxiliary, and then we can kind of put our plugins onto all of these tracks here at once, rather than load them up on each individual track. We're just going to put it on our one lead vocal auxiliary. So we'll call this lead vocals, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So our output from these 4 are going to go to bus 1 and 2, I guess, which is going to be our lead vocal auxiliary, bus 1 and 2. So now whatever plays on these 4 tracks is going to go out through this auxiliary, which is our lead vocals. So then if we want to start putting, you know, effects on our lead vocals, we can just do it all together. And that makes it easy, especially with rap, because you might have a rapper who is doing verse 1, then doing a chorus, and then verse 2. You can just put all of those verses. Although it's a hook, he's still going to be rapping it in the same way. So we still want the same effects and stuff on his chorus. So we're just going to run it all through here and do it all at once. I don't know if I'm making sense here. I'm kind of blabbering on a little bit, but I hope it's all making sense. So yeah, all 4 of our lead vocals is going to go through this auxiliary, and we're going to rename this lead vocals. All right. Auxiliary 2 is going to be our background vocals, and we'll make that input 3 and 4, and we'll call it background vocals. And then this auxiliary 3 is going to be all vocals, and then we're going to put these 2 auxiliaries are going to send to this all vocals channel. 5 and 6, 5 and 6. Cool. Is that making sense? So all vocals. So we'll be doing our processing separately on these 2 channels, but then just so we've got it all on one track, if we want to turn down all the vocals, you know, to make, if all of the vocals are too loud, we can just turn them all down at the same time rather than go in and do it separately. Cool. That's pretty straightforward, I think. I hope. Let's change the color of this as well. Let's make this red. Cool. So our lead vocals, I might put a VMR on there. I've got a little setup here that I usually put on there. So bam, I might have that on there. And then the background vocals, I might do a different kind of EQ in on all of my background vocals. So I might put that EQ on there. And then our all vocals, I don't know, you might want to put a virtual tape machine on there just to make all of the vocals a bit warmer. You can do that. Cool. That's pretty straightforward, I think. Now these auxiliaries here are going to be my effects. So let's start naming these. Let's call this verb 1, verb 2, delay fourth, and delay 8th. And then ping pong, we'll do a ping pong delay as well, because I like ping pong. Okay, cool. So on verb 1, we're just gonna put let's put a D-verb on there. A nice reverb that I like on a D-verb is vocal plate. It's quite short, so I like to have one reverb that's short and then a long reverb. So we'll put verb sweet classics, and then vocal heaven. I like vocal heaven. That's cool. Delay fourth. Just put a delay on there. Put a mix up, and you know, as it says on the 10 fourth, copy that over and do, oh, wrong way, do 8th. So we've got kind of like a slower delay there and then a quicker one if we want to use it. And then on the ping pong, we can put, if you couldn't guess, we're going to put a ping pong delay on there. So I'm using a repeater, and we'll just do ping pong. We'll just put that on 16th. Yeah, cool. Let's color these as well. Let's make these blue. Is that blue or is that purple? There you go. Blue. Cool. So now let's set these inputs to bus 7 and 8, bus 9, 10, bus 11, 12. Oh shit, am I gonna run out? Nope. Perfect. Look at this. This one's already named for me as well. Ping pong. Sweet. So let's rename these. Verb 1. Verb 2, verb 3. Ah, shit, I did that wrong, didn't I? Delay 8th. And what am I doing? No, let's rename this delay 4th. All right, so we're not going to put any effects on, especially the lead vocals. No, we're not going to put anything on these channels here. We're going to do it all on this auxiliary. So let's put all of our effects on here. Let's put what am I doing? Sends, sorry. Let's put all our sends on here. So verb 1, verb 2, delay 4th, and delay 8th, and ping pong. In fact, we're going to need a little bit more room, so let's, if you right click up here, you can tell Pro Tools how many inserts you want or sends you want on the channels. So let's load up a few more. All right, so we're also going to put these on our backing vocals, I think. All right, cool. You know, I just realized got to turn these up. Sorry about this. All right, so now your artist is gonna want to, he's gonna want a backing track firstly. So let's make another channel. Yeah, let's make another channel, stereo audio track. This is gonna be our backing track channel. So we'll make this purple. All right, so if you're importing a backing track, first thing you want to do is go to File, Import Audio. Now you don't really want to drag audio in unless you've got the settings set to copy tracks that you copy into Pro Tools into your Pro Tools folder. You don't want to do that. You want to always import, and we are going to use, is there a beat in here? Of course there isn't. We're going to use this. So you find a beat that you want to import, click copy files, and then yeah, always click copy files. Don't click add files. Copy files will copy it into your Pro Tools folder. So if you take the session to another computer or another studio, the beat will go with it. If you don't do that, you'll load up the session on someone else's computer and the beat will be missing, which is a big fucking pain in the ass. Done. Use folder. I always put it to my clip list because then it goes over here and I can just drag it onto my, oh shit, it's fucking mono. I knew this was gonna happen. All right, let's get another beat. Thing is, I don't wanna expose myself and, all right, fuck it. Let's do this. See what this is. Convert. Done. Use current folder. There you go. So that last beat that I pulled in was mono, so it wouldn't go onto this stereo track. So we're going to use this. And the first thing you want to do when you import a beat, especially if it's an MP3, is make sure there's no gap at the beginning. Just cut out that gap. Now this beat looks absolutely, oh wait, nice, cool. Okay, cool. So you're almost ready to record now. The only thing that's stopping you now is how is your artist going to be able to hear anything? If you've got a audio card, if you've got a audio interface, you want to set yourself up a headphones mix. Also, when you import beats, always drop the volume down to like -10. drop it right down, otherwise it's going to be way too loud. So this last auxiliary that I've got here, we're going to make this our headphones mix, right? So let's put the input as, we've got this, 15, 16. And we're going to make this phones. But we don't want it to go out of mono 1 and 2. You want it to go out of wherever your headphones are plugged in onto your audio interface. So on my audio interface, the headphones are plugged into 7 and 8. But it'll be different for whatever you've got. I've got the Focusrite Scarlett. But whatever audio interface you've got, you know, I'm sure it's not too hard to figure out where your headphones are plugged in and make the output whatever that is. So I'll see a lot. I've named it booth. So this output goes into my recording booth and the artist will hear it from there. Now, whatever we send to this auxiliary, the artist will hear in his headphones. So we basically want to send, not everything. I'll show you how we're going to do this. So this is our backing track. Backing track. And we definitely want our artist to hear that, right? So send bus phones. Turn it up. Click this pre-fader button. So what that means is I can turn it down here in the control room and he will still be able to hear it. This is what's going to control what he hears, not what this is what we hear basically in the control room, and this is what he will hear in the booth. So yeah, make sure that is clicked on. We don't want any, actually no, we do want the same thing on his recording track because he wants to be able to hear himself, or she wants to be able to hear themselves. So let's bust that to phones. Again, turn it up and click the pre. Now we don't want anything on these. We're just going to put it straight onto our auxiliaries because this is what's going to have all the effects and all the processing, and we don't want them to hear it dry necessarily. So bus phones. We're not going to turn the pre on these. Bus phones. Cool. Oh yeah, and also the effects, because they're going to want to hear the effects in their headphones as well. So put that on there, the effects as well. Now whatever you put into here, so if I play the beat, well, you're not going to be able to hear the beat, but you can see that it's coming through on his auxiliary, right? So if I quickly make a track new, if I make a master fader, a master bus, where is it? Oh, it's over here. So this is basically what we're hearing out in the control room. If I turn this down, as you can see, it's still showing up on his headphone bus. So let's call this headphones. Yeah, call it headphones. All right, so headphones mixes. When I first learned about headphone mixes and buses and shit, it confused the hell out of me. But once you kind of figure out how to use them properly and learn how to use buses and how to mix using buses, it will make your life so much more easier. I was so reluctant to start working like this, but once I started, it just made my life 10 times easier. Okay, so after that, you're ready to record, basically, I believe. Now, you might be recording someone who likes to hear auto-tune in the headphones. You can just slap that straight onto the track, and they'll be able to hear that in their headphones. They might want to hear a little bit of reverb in their headphones as well, so we might just want to stick a reverb on there. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. Now you're gonna want to just take this off. To make your life easier, just save this now as a template. So go to save as template, and you can put it wherever you want. I've got my own folder here. We'll call this yeah, we'll call it blah 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 blah. We'll just call it that for now. Fuck it. Now I can always start my session with this template. The backing track won't be in there, but all of my plugins will be set up and everything will be ready to go, so I can just straight away hit the ground running. And yeah, that's basically everything. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I hope I am not. Oh yeah, your inputs. So I've got nothing plugged into my inputs at the moment, but usually I will have it on mic 1, and the only thing I need to really worry about is just making sure that my record track is on mic 1, because that's where we're going to be recording, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. I'm trying to think. I don't want to wrap the video up and I've forgotten anything. No, I think that is about it. I'll probably, as soon as I hit stop on the recording, I'll probably think of like 10 things that I needed to mention. But for now, that should be it. Let me just show you what I mean by, so if we start a new track now, call it new. We can create from template and select blah, 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 blah. Create. Yeah, we'll save. And is this gonna work? Is this gonna crash or some bullshit? Bam, look at that. Everything loads up for you and you're ready to go. Easy peasy, right? I hope I didn't make that overly complicated, but I tried to kind of explain exactly in a way that it retains in your mind. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll be back with another drill, grime, or UK rap video very soon. But yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. And yeah, peace.